Hello everybody and welcome back to LMM. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing on the channel at the moment, then the links to our social media, that's coming up on the screen now. And that includes our Discord, where you can chat to me, the rest of the team, and other like-minded people about things like trains, cars, planes, all sorts of wonderful gubbins that we celebrate here on the channel. Today I'm back in the van, which I've borrowed from work, again. Which can only mean one thing. Yes, that's right, it's new vehicle day. Now, what I've currently got on the back of the trailer is the result of something I agreed to buy before lockdown. And it was quite a bit before lockdown, in fact, that I agreed to buy it. And then when I got my backside into gear to go and pick it up, then lockdown happened. So there's been a good 6 months of this thing sitting, waiting for me to collect it. And that involved driving down to the southeast. And so I decided I'd take Trev with us. And we had a bit of an adventure.
First up though, we had to go and collect something. And no, this isn't mine. I don't even know what this thing actually is.
That's a funny little thing.
It's some kind of motorized wheelbarrow, tricycle, tipper thing. It's quite strange. It's certainly very quirky and got lots of character, and I've never seen something quite like it before. I'm intrigued, to say. So we loaded this thing up onto the trailer, ratchet strapped it down so it wouldn't go anywhere, and then we headed off to the other side of the south of England, attracting many looks with this weird motorised wheelbarrow tricycle thing on the back of the trailer. Eventually, we arrived at our destination, where we performed a very graceful offloading procedure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going for it!
Does it have brakes?
It does! Coming soon to a review on LMM. Whatever the hell this thing is.
A tuk-tuk.
I actually really like it.
Right. Let's put it nicely. He said first gear's a bit funny, isn't it? He said that first gear's a bit weird.
Yep, it is.
With the doodah offloaded and carefully parked, our side of the deal was complete. So we headed off once again to go and pick up the thing that had caused all this faff, which turned out to be in the single most inaccessible part of Folkestone imaginable.
You haven't plugged it in?
Got on free spool now, so. You need to put it back into engagement, not free spool. Twist the end. Oh.
Twist the end, that's it.
Yeah.
Bum ba bum.
How's that looking?
Not very straight. Better.
Lining up?
Bit over to me. That's fine. Let's go. Keep it straight.
Straight, you say?
Yeah, that's not straight.
That's not... Oh dear, the amount that wooden ramp is sagging. Loading up this device is the single most difficult and challenging thing I have ever attempted. It was just impossible. No, it wasn't impossible, we did it. How I managed to reverse the trailer into the space to be able to pick up the vehicle, the tug, was, well, nothing short of miraculous. I am exceptionally impressed in my own ability there. Genuinely, guys, genuinely impressed. That was a good one. And then getting it out did involve disconnecting the trailer because I just couldn't get it out. Managed to reverse it in, managed to kind of flick it in, but just obviously when you're pushing the trailer around, you've got a kind of a slightly different angle on it than when you try to pull it out. I just couldn't. So I got it 90% of the way and then had to disconnect and push it out. That was fun. It wasn't fun, it was a real pain in the backside. But once we'd achieved that, me and Trev brought it home. And now, today, I'm off taking it to the shed. So, on the trailer today, looking slightly like a Tonka toy, as the trailer behind me is about 16 foot long, and that's less than 1.7 meters long, is a Bagnall electric tug. I'll be honest, guys, that is all I know about it. Apparently it did work. Whether or not it works now remains to be seen. But that's it. I know nothing more. It's designed for putting stuff. It's got a nice big bar on it, and the idea is that we're going to use it for moving things around in the shed. So what do we expect? Well, I'm pretty sure the battery is going to be kaput. That's a fair risk of that. But it does also bring the total of vehicles now in my ownership up to the nice round 20. Now, I'm quite sure that if I had not started the YouTube channel, I would still have quite the collection. Don't get me wrong, the collection is not because of YouTube, but I do feel like YouTube is an enabler allowing me to acquire more things, because the previous owner of this got in contact because he'd seen us on YouTube and thought it was the kind of thing that we'd kind of like in the collection, and I went, yes. Admittedly without consulting any other members of the LMM team. Because I'm good like that. As a kind and considerate and caring leader, I like to do nice things to the team. Like giving them surprises of, oh look, a new vehicle. I think that's all part of the experience of LMM, is that crushing feeling that they all get when I turn up with something else on the trailer.
Yeah, you need a third round, don't you?
There's the wooden one in the van.
A wooden one?
Yes.
Right.
It bends rather worryingly when you put this on it.
That's not filling me full of confidence.
Oh, it's sketching.
Why did you have to buy a three-wheeler? Why did you have to buy a three-wheeler? That's what I want to know.
Admittedly, when I bought it, didn't realise it was a three-wheeler.
Did you not? All these little tugs are. Same as forklifts.
Well, it
Give them a turning circle.
I'm not surprised that it's a three-wheeler, but he didn't really register, if that makes sense.
That's, that is a rather alarming footprint to get that thing off on, isn't it?
It's scary.
Have we got push it?
Yes.
Does it not work?
No. It might not work. On the other hand, it might be fully functional.
You charged it?
Yes, I've charged it on the back of the trailer overnight.
Did he say it ran when parked?
No.
He didn't say it ran when parked.
No.
That's not a good sign. They normally say ran when parked.
Kind of works.
Kind of works. Does that mean the LED front light doesn't work, or does that mean it's kaput?
It's the loudest horn he's ever heard, he says.
That's wonderful. I like the sound of that.
So at the moment, I think that it probably has a horn that works.
Oh, and nothing else.
Yeah.
This wooden back bends alarmingly with me on it, and it's got effectively what is the weight of a small cup.
It went up under winch.
Right, and you're expecting me to push it down?
I understand there may be some flaws in this logic. Also,
Up a slope.
It took 3 of us to push it before on the level.
You could just accelerate the van really hard and hope it rolls off the back.
I could do that.
Or we could do what we did when we unloaded Redactor and put a ratchet strap around the front and tie that to Jupiter.
Or we could turn it around on here and ratchet strap it off. Shall we see if we can push it first? Because I managed to move it from the bulkhead on my own. And they come up there. Real straight in front. Right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
We're going to have to rock it in turn.
Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jesus.
We're pushing against the. Oh, we're turning it.
That's what I'm trying to do. To tack into the wind.
Oh.
That's great. Like that.
Oh.
And now.
Right. It's moving. Why did you buy this? You're aware what happens if this runs away, it goes straight to your fire engine. I don't think we've got any risk of it running away though, to be brutally honest.
The handbrake is the thing while you buy.
Yeah.
Oh, they're there.
Oh.
Which way are we turning? To me or you? You watch it.
Right, it's turning very slightly to you at the minute.
Right, like that?
Oh, no, that's way too much.
Like that?
That'll do, yeah. And might straighten up a bit.
Like that?
Yeah.
Right, I've got the brake, so you can let go.
Got the brake.
The brake works.
We're only just coming down those ramps, you need to go that way slightly. Are you braked? Right, stop that.
Yep.
I don't want to go front, but right, okay, no, you're going.
Like that? We're going.
It made it down.
Did it look as dodgy as it felt?
Yes. Yes.
Brake didn't work.
Did it not?
I was like braking, I was like, I can feel it bumping on there. Right, so now we've actually got it off the trailer. What do you reckon?
Because it might be a useful vehicle. Might.
I do see that you may have a valid point on this. Because I'll be honest, I have no idea what this, as I said earlier when I was driving, I don't really know what it is. It is a, where's the plate? It is a Lansing Bagnall.
That means it's a locomotive.
I'm so proud of you, remember Bagnall. I don't know if it's related to the Bagnall who made locomotives, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, it says here just Lansing Limited, been made in Basingstoke in England.
There is some information dotted around it here and there, isn't there? But there's, unfortunately, not many of these actually get preserved, and I can't help but think why.
I know, right? I don't know. I mean, I go to a fair amount of vintage shows and things, and I've never seen one of these, ever.
No, I can kind of see why people don't preserve them, but I'm also kind of disappointed that people don't preserve them, because it's kind of cool. I don't say that about many of your vehicles, but it's kind of, it's alright.
He's got mat approval, that's what we need. There's a sticker there that says there's no passengers. But
Yes, there's lots of warning stickers. We've got.
Oh, I see. Passenger goes here. Oh, yeah, this is.
I know, I got it from here.
Yeah, this.
I mean, I hope you're comfortable back. Can I just question it? I do want to point out though that we actually can't do any work on this truck.
What do you mean?
Well, we've got a plate here, and it tells me quite clearly you must not use or work on this truck without having read and understood the operating and safe working handbook, which you presume you don't have.
No paperwork at all.
It also seems to say do not use a defective truck, and if I turn the key, appears to be a defective truck.
It also says authorised drivers only.
There we go. It is a thing though, I'll give you that.
It also, looking now on the inside, it used to be yellow. Yeah, on the inside there's yellow, and
it's yellow inside there as well. Someone's done a very bad job painting it too, haven't they?
oh,
You can actually see it where it's run over the rubber on the windscreen.
it looks like it was grey on the front before.
I just removed some paint from it.
Oh, thank you. Look, behind the windscreen rubber, it's grey on the front. So was it grey on the outside and yellow inside? Or yellow bottom, grey windscreen? Seriously, guys, if anybody has any idea what this was, E5, they've got a charger over there that's got a 5 on it, so obviously these go together, but electric 5, maybe?
I can't only help but think it worked at some form of factory, and someone out there might know which factory this kind of thing worked at.
Yeah.
I've got no idea.
We do have a serial number on it, so if somebody was into these, a battery tug enthusiast, we'd be genuinely very interested to get in contact and be told.
I also want to point out you've purchased a battery vehicle, which is the first of your many vehicles to be powered by such a device.
And this was done because we realise here at LMM that several of our vehicles are not so environmentally friendly.
Mine are all fine.
Are they now? Are they really?
Yes.
That was
Better than Jupiter.
Oh, everything's better than Jupiter.
But Jupiter doesn't run, so, you know.
Jupiter does. Jupiter is a good working vehicle.
For now.
I like how you've just assumed it's going to break in the future. So, because we are aware of the growing eco movement to look after this planet and everything, we have got hold of this, which, if my understanding of electric vehicles is correct, this is going to totally offset our carbon footprint and make everything in the shed eco-friendly.
This is a BEV, battery electric vehicle. So
it is.
It's not even a hybrid. You skipped right past the hybrid phase and went straight to battery only.
And, in case you're wondering, we didn't use any poor underpaid people destroying the countryside to mine, what are they, nickel, lithium.
Yeah.
Nope.
Cobalt, cadmium, all of that good stuff.
Yep, no damage was done to the environment when they built this, probably.
Well, I mean, it was probably built out of like lead in a... This was probably built in a factory which was powered by coal.
Almost certainly.
Yes.
It's probably made out of steel, which is carbon with coal.
It's quite a lot of steel, actually. I didn't quite appreciate how much this thing weighed until we tried to move it. This weighs more than a lot of our cars.
Yeah, it's robust, industrial.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you kind of need it to tow things with it. But...
Oh yeah, I mean, it's got a hook behind it, and somewhere there is a massive great bar. Because the hope with this is we're going to be able to move things around, like the big red thing that's part of
and the other big big brown thing.
Ooh. Oh, yes.
Right.
Oh, that's got nothing in it.
I'll hold the funnel on that, and then you
Do you know how far these are meant to be filled up?
The cells should be covered, those little wafers.
Oh, that's not too much then.
Oh. At least we know he hasn't put tap water in it.
Doesn't appear to have put anything in it.
More gently than that.
Does it matter if they're overfilled?
Not particularly. Right, bit more. Drains down again. Stop. Okay. That's one done, see?
Yep.
Nicely full.
Number 2?
Yep. We've got 24 of these to do. It's a good thing we're starting this nice and late in the day.
Oh yeah, it's good. There aren't many of these that are full.
No. Stop.
This is a fun team building activity.
Yes, team.
So, the cells seem to have power in them, so the only thing to do at this point is to take this thing, plug that in like that, and twist. Okay. So, nothing happens.
It might need a charge.
It might well need a charge.
Should we find the giant oversized charger?
Yep. And, well...
Electric vehicles are not as easy as people say they are they?
But we are saving the planet.
Yeah, offsetting our carbon footprint of that.
So we've...
I've just contact cleaned this, and I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera. It's making a noise.
Yeah, but nothing works on here.
The light doesn't go. It doesn't start. It doesn't move.
I wonder if that's the horn. It's alive.
It does have something. Now, I did measure the battery voltage across the whole cell and it was showing about 22, but I'm pretty sure that was because of the corrosion on the terminals. Maybe we just stick the charger on it again, because I think that might actually do something. Yeah?
Small issue. Charger. Nice long lead from charger.
Oh.
You know how we put these up in the air so we would not be in our way?
Yeah. Well, we didn't think we'd be buying any useless appliances, did we?
It's not useless.
It's currently useless. It's currently a large paperweight. As is that, which is the charger, which is horrific and heavy, and I hate it. I'll give it another try. Oh, what kind of person has a bottle opener on their keychain for their vehicle?
Somebody who really likes to drink. Likes to drink when they work.
No, that says a very bad statement for someone, that they have a bottle opener on their keychain.
Yeah. They clearly drink at work. I hope that's original.
I'm not. I don't care where this worked. I didn't want someone... This is not a light vehicle to be driving about.
I bet it's got a load of torque as well.
Got that horrible buzz again. That sounds healthier.
Oh, wait, do that again.
That?
No, I thought I was... Oh, yes! Yes!
Oh, the LED work?
Yes! Oh, some of them do. Look, come around and look. It's actually a lot clearer on the viewfinder.
Oh, no, that's weak, isn't it?
That is a low battery. I'd suggest let's plug it in.
But the charger is really heavy.
Extension cable.
Yeah, right, let's just plug the, hold on, let's see what happens on it.
Cool. That's plugged in.
There's a circuit breaker on it as well.
And...
No, I think you need to flip that circuit breaker on it.
Oh!
Green light.
Supply.
Supply on. There's also a battery charge light. Now this is the bit I'm more concerned about, let's be brutally honest.
Nothing happened.
Oh, I heard a tick.
It's humming. There's a low electrical noise. I don't want to touch it. Warning, removal of panel exposes live parts when source of supply is connected.
Don't want to touch it.
I don't know.
Has it not caught fire yet? Oh, come and have a listen. I hear batteries bubbling.
Oh yeah. Do we think it's putting charge in? Do we think it might be doing something?
I mean, the ammeter on that thing's broken.
Or it's not putting in anything.
Your shirt has never been more accurate than it is today.
Oh, God,
I wasn't there and look what happened.
I bought a thing.
Yeah.
Will these explode?
It might catch fire.
Okay,
Not like a lithium one though, so we're pretty okay.
That's fine. There's nothing too flammable in here.
No, we've got a fire engine to fix it.
Wait,
We've got 2 fire engines to fix it. I'm brave touching it.
Oh yeah, you're being a big strong man.
I don't want to touch the metal bits though. It doesn't say battery charged.
Well, that's probably because it's not.
And that doesn't look like that's any amp hours in there, which I presume this is not amps, but is in fact amp hours.
Oh, well, how many it's put into it?
Yes.
So it thinks it's flat.
It thinks it has no amp hours, which is probably accurate.
Okay.
I'm not confident leaving this, but I'm
No.
also very intrigued.
Yes.
And the needle isn't moving the longer I watch it. If I turn that little screw there, will it just make the needle go up? We can just pretend it's got charge.
It's not even at 0. It's below 0.
No, it's not, isn't it? It thinks there's negative power in this battery.
Does that mean it's taking it and add it to the mains? So we're going to get rich off this? Because it's powering up the mains. will get paid.
Oh, yeah, they say battery electrification is good for the environment. Is it like carbon sequestering that's making energy somehow? I don't know how any of this environmental stuff works.
I think it's making louder noise. I think it's clicking, and I can hear it making louder noises.
The needles move.
What? No.
No, look, there's that grey line on the backing, and that's static, and then the actual needle is a black bit above it, and it was previously in the middle of that grey bit, but it is above it now.
Oh, so you might be right. So that could be that it's at absolute zero, and that
It's just very, very flat.
oh, the excitement.
Excitement or fear?
Definitely fear.
Was the crackling of the batteries charging or them catching fire?
I can't see any flames.
That's good. You do realise we're sat in a field of broken dreams, watching a needle steadily climb up the gauge, in the vain hopes there won't be another dream to add to the collection.
Cheers.
I felt like we should use the bottle opener.
That's right, it's in the ignition.
That's a good point. It's not going to... I'm having doubts now.
You know the expression a watch kettle never boils?
Yeah. Watch battery never charges. Is this what it's like having range anxiety when you're like sat at a petrol station? just watching your car steadily charge? Because it's horrible. In fact, if I take off my glasses, I don't actually have to see it charging now. It's now all just a blur. It's wonderful.
It's not moved anymore.
Give it a moment. I mean several hours, but I do have to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to sit here all night.
We're presenting LMM Night Watch.
I really, really hope I understand this panel correctly. I've never actually worked in an industrial facility. I really hope I actually understand that panel correctly, and that is generally showing us effectively how much charge is in the battery and not how much charge it's attempting to put in the battery. Because it could very well be the amount of amps it's trying to supply. Which would be significantly worse than it being the amount of amps which is currently in it.
Because if it was trying to supply currently, we'd be at negative amps.
It's decided this battery is so dead I'm going to take what's left and leave it not open.
Yeah.
I mean, I could hit it somewhere.
I mean, I suppose we could put your volti-tester thing on it and see if it's actually developing something. But we can hear it's developing something, so we can hear them doing the hissing.
Hear the battery's fizzing, yeah. That's
So it's most likely that either you are correct, and that is a battery amp hours, how much juicy it's got in it,
yeah.
or it's typically LMM and it doesn't work.
Yes. I'm thinking it might be the latter. But it has moved a bit. And I can tell that even without my glasses on.
I think it's coming to the top of that line.
I think we're already on top of that line. Oh, well, it started in the middle and now it's definitely above that line.
We have no idea how long this should take to charge. I mean, it might take like 3 weeks.
It says 5 hours somewhere, and I can't remember where it said
I
that.
think that's range.
I feel like we're cavemen, like living in the age of internal combustion, and we're just trying to work this out by like it's just been placed in front of us like the monolith, and we're like unga bunga, what is?
This is the bit out of Space 2001. It's exactly that, isn't it?
It's us touching the charger.
What is this? We don't
It's just these strange runes on the side. What do they mean? What is an amp? 35 of them.
Can I hold it?
Is it edible?
What happens if I lick it?
It tastes spicy.
Tastes tingly.
PSA. Don't lick anything with 35 amps in it.
It would be a very bad idea.
I think it's a 5 hour charge. I think that's what the 5 hours on that means. I don't think that's runtime. I think that's it's.
I reckon it's overnight. I reckon it's 5 hours using you put it on overnight. Oh! I've just read there's holes in the side of this. These meant to be lifted out, aren't they? This box pops up.
Oh, and they just changed the batteries.
You drop the box off, and then you put a new box in.
Like the little.
I reckon it's like a titch.
Yeah.
I reckon it is 5 hour runtime. I reckon it's like a 12-hour charge cycle.
Yeah.
And so you bung this off, bung one on charge overnight, then you take out for 5 hours, you have the other one on charge.
Yeah, and you swap them over.
And you swap them over, and then you bung that one on charge, and at the end of the day you put the other one on charge, and so you've got 2 charges for the day. I bet that's how.
How did you assume that was a 12-hour charge time? Because none of the numbers on it say 12, and I think you've just taken a wild guess.
I've taken it overnight, basically 12 hours of night.
Right.
Because with Titch, the only other thing I've got any experience with.
We are like cavemen, aren't we?
Oh, we have no idea. With Titch, the only other battery electric thing I've
go
driven.
sleep at night and then work.
Yes.
Then wake, like me go bed.
The day before, plug in, nighttime, leave running, leave charging. Next day, good batteries.
Because had rest.
Had rest.
Sleep rest.
Had rest and foodie charge.
Sleep rest.
Sleep rest charge. Is this going to be one of these smart things that when it gets low, it automatically goes and finds its charger?
Delirious on lack of sleep, and with midnight fast approaching, we gave up. And when we returned, we found the charger had done nothing. So I came up with a plan B.
So we break the battery there, put that onto there, so that bites onto the connection there, and then this goes into the negative like so, and then down here, that registers it as a 24 volt system, and then hopefully, oh, no it doesn't. You don't like that, try that. Nope. This is annoying. That's better. There we go. Do the charge, and so now we leave this for a week, basically.
So it's been on charge now for over a week, and currently none of the battery chargers thought it was fully charged. They're all about 75%. So hopefully that means I have about 75% battery, which means the only logical thing to do now is to get onto it, turn it on, and see just what will happen. And honestly, I'm not very optimistic. Well, that comes on, headlight comes on. Now, the problem is the battery indicator is going between nothing and 1%. So, oh my God!